Hello and welcome back. I have another lovely question on apparent depth and the rest. Okay, so this question said a microscope is focused on a mark on a table. When the mark is covered by a plate of glass 2 cm thick, the microscope has to be raised 0.67 cm for the mark to be once more in focus. Calculate the refractive index of the glass and hence the critical angle of the medium. So first, you can see that the entire information is talking about real depth and apparent depth. So based on this information, they say a microscope is focused on a mark on a table. When the mark is covered by a plate of glass 2 cm thick, that means the real depth is 2 centimeters, right? So we have real depth is equals to 2 centimeters. The microscope has to be raised 0.67 for the mark to be once more in focus. So microscope is raised, right? So we can now talk about apparent depth. Apparent depth now would now be the real depth minus that microscope distance that is raised. Microscope raised, right? So it's going to be 2 centimeters minus 0.67 centimeters, right? So we're going to be having what? 2 minus 0.67, so we give you 1.33. So we have our apparent depth to be what? 1.33 centimeter. So if that is gotten, then how do we calculate the refractive index? Because they say we should calculate the refractive index of the glass. So refractive index of glass will be equals to real depth all over apparent depth. So this is going to give us real depth is what? 2 centimeters. The apparent depth now is what? 1.33 centimeters. So refractive index of glass will be equals to what? Let's do that. 2 divided by 1.33 will give us 1.5. So that's the refractive index. And now the next aspect of the question said, hence we should calculate what the critical angle of the medium. So we're going to be calculating the critical angle now. Now we should recall that refractive index is going to be 1 over sine critical angle, right? So if we make sine C the subject of the formula, we're going to be having 1 over critical angle, and that is 1 over 1.5. So sine C will be equals to 1 divided by 1.5 will give you what? 0.6666 thereabout t forever. All right, so our C now will be equals to what? Sine inverse of 0.6667. So C, which is the critical angle, let's find the sine inverse of that value. Sine inverse of that value, which is 0.6667, is going to give us 41.8 degrees. So the critical angle of the medium, the critical angle of the medium is what? 41.8 degrees. All right, thank you for following me to the end of this. If you have done that successfully, then you are a winner. Congratulations. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.